Listen, I'm a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk. I love Gary Vaynerchuk. We've shared the stage together, but I can tell you this, it's not about hustle and grind all the time. And you just said that because you can burn out. Hustle and grind is what happens when a 747 is about to go down that runway. They give it full thrust. We're pinned against our seat. It needs to get airborne. Once hustle and grind has got us airborne, we now have to go to scale and structure. We need structure in our life. We need structured teams around us. We need a structured plan so we can scale our business. Around the $500,000 a year mark, you should switch gears from hustle and grind to scale and structure. And when you do that, something magical happens. You are no longer doing the work that you could pay someone $20 an hour or less to do. In other words, you're working on the critical few and not the trivial many, what I call the 5% rule. Hustling is me doing everything all the time. Scale and structure is figuring out the things that I can outsource and delegate and the 5% that are within my zone of genius that I could do. And so what I do with my high-end clients who want to become New York Times bestselling authors, I go, why do you want to become that? Well, I like the idea of being a New York Times bestselling author. Great. I got many friends who are New York Times bestselling authors. They're broke. They're always on the speaking circuit. They get paid to perform like circus monkeys. And so if you've got a following because you have a fan page, why don't we take that following and get 25 or 30 people to pay you $2,400 a month, and now you've got a 7-figure coaching business. Oh my God, I never thought of that. See, that's scale. Hustle is, I'm going to hustle and do this speaking gig. I'm going to speak there. I'm going to travel there. And it sure looks good on Instagram, baby. It looks good on Instagram when I'm traveling here, I'm first class there, I'm private jetting there, but you're burnt out. I've done it, man. You wake up in hotels and you play the wake up game. And the wake up game goes like this. Where am I? And I never know until I open up the curtain. Oh, New York City. Oh, London. I don't ever want to go there again. Now I've got so many different reoccurring income streams coming into me that I don't ever have to travel to speak unless I want to. And that is scale and structure. Social media now is like a nuclear bomb. And if you do your marketing right through social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's like fishing with dynamite. You can make 200,000 more last year, but you can make literally 2 million more this year. So most people aren't thinking big enough, and it's usually an issue of their low self-esteem and confidence. You show me anyone who's successful at any point in their journey to success, their low self-esteem will come out, and if they don't process through that shit and fix it, they'll forever hit this glass ceiling. If they work through their self-esteem issues, then they'll go higher to the level. And I'll give you a great example of that. I thought, hey man, I sell info products online. I'm a coach and a consultant. Franchises, that's McDonald's, that's Subway, that's 7-Eleven. That's not me. Those are the big boys. And then I processed through that. I worked through my shit for 1.5 years, man. I kept talking myself out of starting the franchise. And when I worked through my shit, we now have one of the fastest growing franchises on the planet. Me, a foreign kid from another country, doing it. And it's proof that it was all in my head and not in my abilities.